Ms. Bilda for all the work in bringing this about. And as you've already heard, you're either under Coach Pickens going to be a member of a great team, or you're going to be cut and become a state champion track star. But thank you again on behalf of the team. We'd like to congratulate the members that have been already inducted. Congratulations to you, to the family of Coach Pickens. Especially to the families of our beloved team members, Kenneth Love and Rich Bundy. So congratulations. This is going to be the only time our team is going to get an opportunity to thank a lot of people. So just bear with me, be a few minutes, but we'll get it done. First of all, unfortunately, another Mr. Hawkins, this time Gene Hawkins, not able to be with us tonight. He was, I think, the older brother of Jimmy Hawkins, a great track coach. Mr. Hawkins and Mr. Pickens were our varsity coaches. Could not be more different if you were to script it. Mr. Hawkins, black gentleman, polished, urbane, went on to become a college professor and dean. And in our varsity, on the other hand, Coach Pickens, schooled in the South, Southern drawl, couldn't again be more opposite. Thank you. And so the two of them, though, taught us a great deal about racial harmony. We're years ahead of the civil rights movement, and unfortunately, Mr. Hawkins is not able to be with us, but we're certainly thinking about him this evening. I have a couple other remarks. If you bear with me, the team is especially honored tonight. We have two gentlemen that were coaches, were friends of the team, and 50 years after the event, to come back to be with us tonight is saying a lot about the support. So again, would Mr. Alan Jessup and Mr. Harry Donnelly please stand? Please. Stand, please. Thank you. Thank you. Additionally, other members that need to go noted, because the team is not successful just by itself. And we had team managers. You all have team managers, but we had some exceptional ones. Vince Siderio, Dan Furlong, and Leslie Hirsch, their names. I'll ask them to stand in a second. Vince and Dan Furlong, Vince Siderio and Dan Furlong were really the responsible parties for going back in the historical records to dig up all the data that was necessary to honor Kenneth Love and Coach Pickens especially. Those records, I understand, were destroyed. So these gentlemen went to the Historical Society, blurry-eyed through hours of newspapers to really recount how great an athlete Kenny Love really was, and it was an honor to play with him along with Rich Bundy and Coach Pickens. So I'd like, and in addition to being, as Vince would say, an executive, he didn't carry a water bucket. These were executive team managers. And so they were trainers, they helped as doctors almost on the spot. And Les Hirsch, as I learned tonight, wasn't sure if this was a rumor or true, actually was the photographer who photographed every one of the football pictures that is in the 1961, that is the beginning, folks. That is where the history of Deptford started, 1961. And he was the official photographer of all the pictures in the yearbook. So would Vince Siderio and Les Hirsch, please, would you stand? Thank you. This is a special honor. I didn't know this was going to happen, but after 50 years after the event, would you believe we have, and I'm going to embarrass them for sure, but why not? I have the microphone. We have the head majorette, Joanne Lafferty Anderson. We have cheerleaders. Would you stand? Bobby Silcox Lewis, Bonnie Alexander, Bonnie Easter. Chris, I baptize you, Chris. Please stand. Harriet Barrett, Chris. And I know Rita Pantano had to leave a little while to have these cheerleaders here, thank you ever so much, and that was really special. The team is really touched. And before the members of the team are recognized, I'm going to ask them to come forward. I'm going to ask you to join me in a minute of silence to honor, the following: Coach Pickens, Coach Van Zoren, and these are the members that are no longer here. Excuse me. Ken Love, Dan Fortson, Roy Lucas, Carl Lewis, Duke McFadden, Joe Cushel, Frank Frietta, Rich Bundy, Pat Coyne, Howard Parker, Earl Lutz, Clifford Merchant, Jimmy Thompson, John Pine, and Harry Green. You join me in a moment. Thank you. Long list, unfortunately. Now, we're all guilty from time to time of exaggerating. As time goes by, you exaggerate your accomplishments and you kind of forget some of those defeats. But tonight, I think the team turns out to be better than advertised. If you go back in the records we played as freshmen, we're 6-1. The same unit stayed together as sophomores. But as sophomores, keep in mind, we were the very first, so we kind of blazed the trail. And as sophomores, we played a full junior varsity schedule. So again, you have 10th graders playing against 10th and 11th graders, and we were 7-2. Our junior year, we played a varsity schedule. Again, the decision was made, this team would go on to play seniors. So as juniors and 10th graders, we went to play varsity playing seniors. Again, that year we were 7-2. And as seniors, we repeated kind of the winning way, 7-2. Couldn't get off the 2 losses. But to evaluate the worth of the team, I think you have to look, and this is not rationalization, but to evaluate the true worth of the team, I think you have to look at the losses that the team suffered. And the very first varsity game we played, and again, we played every game away game. We didn't have a home field. So you don't have the home field advantage. Your band traveled, your cheerleaders traveled, the people visiting had to travel with you. So that very first game that we dressed for a varsity schedule, we played a team that we lost 7-0, a nail-biting game, and it was 1959, I remember it to this day. That team that we played was Woodbury High School, who went on, following our loss, to win every game they played. They were 9-0. They went on to become the Colonial Conference champions, 9-0, and went on to play in the state and won Group 3 state championship. So a 7-0 loss as juniors playing away to that wonderful team was certainly not a disgrace. And the next week, to add insult to injury, Coach Pickens or Vince Dario or whoever arranged the game had us travel to Cherry Hill, and as juniors get on the bus, all of 38 members strong. I think the team we played had more cheerleaders than we dressed guys on the team. But we played combined a school called Delaware Township. They were the combined Cherry Hill East and West today. So they're Group 4. I think we were Group 1/2. I don't think we had enough men to be out there. We played and lost. After that game, we ran the table and were 7-2 for the rest of the year. So we were it was an extraordinary time. It was really a pioneering time, if you think about it. We were really the first doing everything. And the team was an exceptional group of guys. It really was. So without further ado, I'm going to ask, I think the photographer is still here somewhere? Yes. I'm going to ask the team to come up because we never got a chance to pose for a photo. And I'll call them up and then you could congratulate them. John Anderson. I'm next on the list. Pete Feaster. You can hold your applause, please. Hold your applause. We'll get him up here. John Bush. Come on ahead. John. Wayne Kubler. Wayne Harris. This is good. On the other side. Kurt Lightning fast Kersey, get up here. John Marlin. Louis McDuffie. Wayne Parker. Howard Sheets. Bill Storms. Ladies and gentlemen of the 1961 football team, this is it. Thank you.